What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So after the recent popularity of the Apple credit card video, it came to my attention that a lot of people were focusing on the 2% cash back on the products purchased through Apple Pay, and then also focusing on the 1% cash back on everything else, which, let's be honest here, is not the highest out there. So when it comes to using a credit card to get cash back, I felt like it was worth making a dedicated video to go over the best, highest cashback credit cards currently available. Some of these are as high as 5% cashback, which is significantly higher than just about anything else that's currently available. And with this video, I'm really just going for simplicity. I've done so much research on these credit cards, and I've weeded out the ones with any sort of weird spending requirements, crazy annual fees, or super obscure revolving categories. These options are really meant for someone who wants to put the least amount of work in possible, the least amount of thought possible, in a way that is not going to be totally confusing. And no, for anyone curious, this video is not sponsored by any of these cards. I have no financial incentive if you get one of these cards or not. I have none of my own referral links in the description to any of these cards, so I'm not biased either way. If you decide to get the card or you don't, it does not matter to me whatsoever. All I'm asking for in return is that you stick it to the banks and you take their money for free, and of course you also smash that like button. If we can do both of those, I would be very happy. And really quick, I just want to say a huge thank you and shout out to a Reddit user on personal finance known as Jack Frist, who really inspired this idea and got me to make this video. I'll link to his Reddit thread down below in the description for anyone who wants to check that out and read it, because I would highly recommend doing so. And of course, with that said, let's get into the video. Now, number one, the first card that you should consider is the Capital One Quicksilver. Now, the really great thing about this card is that they only have an annual fee of $0. And also they have a foreign transaction fee of $0. And also they will charge you $0 in interest in the first 15 months. Now, of course, all of this is really, really good, but it does get a little bit better, because in addition to charging you $0 for using the card, you're gonna get 1.5% cash back on everything that you buy. And with this card, you're never gonna have to worry about maxing out tiers or revolving categories or having to figure out like which card to use for what. This is straight up super easy, just 1.5% cash back on everything. And the other really good thing about this card is that they will give you back $150 when you spend $500 on the card within the first 3 months. Now, the second option is a lot like the first option I just mentioned, except with a little twist to it. And this would be the Chase Freedom Unlimited. In fact, this credit card is almost completely identical to the previous one, because you will get a $0 annual fee. You'll also get the same $150 back when you spend $500 in the first 3 months. You'll also get the same 1.5% cash back. But there are some slight differences with this card that could make it just a little bit better than the previous one. Here's why. If you happen to already have the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you're able to transfer points and rewards between credit cards. This basically just means that you could transfer your 1.5% cash back on the Chase Freedom over to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. And then when you book travel through the Chase Sapphire Reserve, they give you a 50% bonus. This essentially just makes the Chase Freedom Unlimited worth 2.25% cash back when redeemed for travel through the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, the only downside when doing this is that you'll need the Chase Sapphire Reserve, which I don't recommend you get unless you're really going to be doing a lot of travel. And if you don't really use those perks and benefits of that card, they'll probably just go to waste. But if you are the type to go and travel and you'll really use the benefits and perks of the card, then that combo between the two can work really, really well. So now, number three, things are heating up a little bit, offers are getting a little bit better, and with that, we gotta talk about the HSBC Cash Rewards MasterCard. Okay, so here are the basics when it comes to this card, and it seems like all of these companies just watch what each other is doing and then just copy each other, because this one also has an annual fee of $0. It also has a foreign transaction fee of $0. It also charges you $0 in interest in the first 15 months, and they also offer you the exact same $150 cash back, except you have to spend $2,500 to get that, which is a lot, but here is why this card is just a little bit better. Even though this card gives you the standard 1.5% cash back, they will give you a 10% anniversary bonus on your cash back when you've had the card for 1 year. So that essentially just makes this card worth 1.65% cash back on all purchases no matter what, which is better than the previous two, but not as good as this one. Because now we got number 4, and this is probably one of the most popular ones on the entire list that everyone just loves to have, and that would be the Citi Double Cash Rewards card. Now, just like the other cards I've mentioned, this one has an annual fee of $0, but where it gets really good is that this gives you 2% cash back on all purchases. It gives you 1% cash back when you buy something, and then another 1% cash back when you pay it off. Now, this is just a really easy, straightforward, simple, free 2% cash back purchase on everything card. However, this is still not the best one on the list, and there are some downsides of this one. Number 1 downside is that they charge a foreign transaction fee of 3%, which is not the end of the world, but hey, you know, if you don't have to pay that 3%, you don't have to pay it anytime you travel internationally. Now, the next downside with this is that they don't offer a sign-up bonus like the other cards do, so you're not getting any cash back or anything just for getting the card. But still, overall, just getting free 2% cash back on everything is awesome, but the reason this is not the number 1 on the list is because I found one card that no one really talks about that's a lot better than this card. And that's because the card that barely beats that is the Fidelity Cash Rewards Visa Signature card. Now, here's why this credit card is so good. Just like the last ones, it has an annual fee of $0. And instead of having a 3% foreign transaction fee, it only has a 1% foreign transaction fee. It'll also give you a bonus of $100 when you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. And best of all, it'll give you 2% cash back unlimited on everything when you deposit that money back into a Fidelity account. So it's pretty much just as easy as that, and you get $100 back just for signing up for the credit card and spending the $1,000 in the 3 months. However, it doesn't end there, because now we can get into a few more niche options that are even better, with just a few fine details. And with that one, we have the Alliant Visa Signature card. And this card is insanely good, and here's why. In the first year, you have no annual fee. You also have a $0 foreign transaction fee, and also in the first year, they will give you unlimited 3% cash back on everything. Just imagine getting 3% cash back on everything, no matter what you buy, without even thinking about it, for free, without any money out of pocket. This is a really good card. However, the only downside with this card is that after the first year, there's a $59 annual fee, and also the cash back drops from 3% down to 2.5%. So this card is really only worth keeping if you spend enough money on the card to wipe out the $59 annual fee, or you cancel the card after the first year. But I have to say, in the first year, this card is absolutely incredible to get. But you know what? I have to say, I think we could do slightly better than that card, believe it or not, if we go a little bit more niche. And that would be this, the Uber Visa card. That's right. Uber. Now, the reason I like this card so much is that the annual fee is $0, so of course it's a free card. But what gets even better is that they give you 4% cash back on dining, 3% cash back on travel, 2% cash back on online purchases, and 1% cash back on everything else. And you'll get all of that with a 0% foreign transaction fee. But still, even with that credit card, I think we could do maybe slightly better than that, depending on how you spend your money. And that would be the Amazon Prime Rewards card. Now, this one is really good for a few reasons. Number 1, $0 annual fee. Number 2, $0 foreign transaction fee. And here's the big one. If you do a lot of shopping on Amazon, like I do, you'll get 5% cash back on all purchases. So it's pretty much like you're automatically just always getting a 5% discount on anything you buy through Amazon just for using this credit card. And if you're anything like me, you end up doing a lot of spending on Amazon Prime on just necessities to avoid leaving the house. So you may as well just take the 5% discount just because you don't want to leave extra money on the table. Geez, and of course this video keeps going. It's just like this Energizer battery that will not stop, because now I have an honorable mention that could be even better than the Amazon Prime one. Again, depending on how you spend your money, here's an honorable mention, and that would be the Costco Anywhere card. And the only reason for this, $0 annual fee, and you get 4% cash back on gas. Except this card doesn't really benefit me anymore because I don't spend any money on gas because I got a Tesla. Link to that in the description. But for all of you gas guzzlers out there, you can get 4% cash back. And by the way, so no one gets triggered, I'm kidding on the whole gas guzzler part. There's a Lotus Exige that's parked like right here off camera, so I still do go to the gas station. I try to be funny sometimes and I'm not, so just bear with me. So anyway, with that said, before you click out of the video, just summing things up here, my number one recommendation here would be the Alliance credit card in the first year for the unlimited 3% cash back. Then after that one, the Fidelity card would actually be my number one choice for 2% cash back unlimited on everything else. And then if you're feeling a little crazy and a little adventurous, get 4% cash back with the Uber card on dining, and then also 5% cash back with the Amazon Prime card on Amazon. And again, these rewards are really perfect for someone who wants the bonuses and benefits of using credit, but who doesn't really travel enough to take advantage of the high sign-up bonuses for people who might want to redeem that for travel. So for everyone else then, cashback is the next best to get, and this will give you the most money back in your pocket at the end of the day for free, just for getting the card and smashing the like button. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, just make sure to smash that subscribe button. It's absolutely free to do and takes you 1 second to do that. Also hit that notification bell so YouTube can notify you anytime I post a video, which is 3 times per week. Also feel free to add me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. Thank you again for watching, and until next time.